Marcus here with got another episode of the Dolphins Zone. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. So today I got a special video for you die-hard Dolphins fans. I figured to kind of get us in the mood for playoff season, especially with the Dolphins making the playoffs. So I figured this could give us, some positive motivation going into the playoffs. And I will go over our Week 18 battle with the Bills as well in this video, and give my thoughts on the clash. But anyway, so in this video, I'll be opening a couple of packages that are related to the Miami Dolphins. One is a throwback to a Tagovailoa jersey, and the other is some vintage Miami Dolphins trading cards from when we won our last Super Bowl. So maybe that'll give us a little postseason look. So I won't talk much longer. Let's get into it. And fins up, guys. Okay, everyone, we've got our Dolphins stuff that we're going to open here live for this party. And you're going to enjoy this, I'm sure, guys. So we're going to start with the biggest show of the show. Oh, man. They really make this stuff and pack it up nice, which is what I love, is when people do that. Let me get it. There we go. I'm sorry about the guys. Bumped my camera and it got fuzzed out. Oh man. Look at that. Look at that. Brand new whiff tags. Everything. Yep. So that's the pride and joy right there. I'll leave that on camera for you guys to take a look at. And then we've got this bad boy, which is going to be probably tougher to open. And this one's also Miami Dolphins related. Now I got these a few days apart, so that's why I made this video so late. But look at this. They put them in with some protective things so they wouldn't get damaged. And they put them all together, made it look really nice. That was really good. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm not gonna take them out of the protective sleeves. They're in there for a reason. But I'm gonna lay these out. And I'm gonna show you which players they are. So I'm gonna lay these out here. Now that you've seen the Tua jersey, I'm going to move that aside, and then I'm gonna lay the cards out here so that way I can kind of tell you a little bit about each one. Now I don't think this one's a rookie card, even though it says it is. But it could be, but I don't know. But you got this one. We have this one. And these are legit. These are original. They're not reproductions. They are legit. And I got a good deal on these too. Got a really good deal on these. Paul. I guess I'm gonna have to scoot these guys over here so I can get all these guys in on the screen. And then what I'll do is I'll zoom in on each card and show you what they are individually. Kind of let me squeeze it all like this. Yeah, I know it's kind of irritating, I know. Let me kind of go like this a little bit. Get them laid out nicely. Okay. So, I don't know if you can tell, but that one is a Bob Greasy. This one's Paul Warfield. He's a Dolphins legend. He's basically the 70s version of Tyreek Hill, one of the greatest guys ever. Guard Larry Little, one of the greatest guards ever. And of course, Larry Zonka, who was Super Bowl MVP, and deservedly so. This dude played in the Super Bowl with a broken nose and won the Super Bowl. And, you know, that team was banged up too. The 72 Dolphins team that won the Super Bowl, they were pretty banged up and lost a lot of their guys. So that kind of gives me confidence for this year that we might win. And then, of course, probably the best one, and this was extremely sad because this guy just died not too long ago. Linebacker Nick Buanaconte, I don't know how you, or Bontaconsti or whatever, I don't know how you pronounce it. But anyways, tragic. You know, I don't even think it's been a year since he's passed, and I'll tell you, this dude was a legend. This dude was the Zach Thomas before Zach Thomas was even a thing, you know? So, you know, may he rest in peace. But yeah, so pretty much every card that you see here, all of these guys played in both of our Super Bowl wins. At least I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah, so I figured I'd show you guys this to kind of get us pumped up for the big game against Buffalo on Sunday. And to get us pumped for the postseason, guys. So I thought you might like this, and you might think this is cool. I'm gonna switch my camera over to me, and we're gonna talk some Dolphins for a little bit. I do want to note that in addition to these cards, a while back I bought some packs of football cards, and in those packs I got a couple Dolphins rookie cards, and there are 2 Dolphins this year. Of course, I'm referring to Cam Smith and Devon Achane. I wish they had played Cam Smith because I really wanted to see what he could do. Who knows? We might see him against Buffalo if Howard doesn't go. Especially if Eli Apple keeps getting toasted. And then Devon Achane. Devon Achane is just going to continue to get better and better. So yeah, so I'll switch back and we can talk some Dolphins. Okay, guys. So I want to kind of talk about the Dolphins a bit here. Now, if you're watching this and this is not 2023, some of this information I'm about to say may be obsolete, but you still might find this conversation enjoyable. You know, I look at the 72 Dolphins, and I look at the 73 Dolphins, you know, when we won the 2 Super Bowls. And I look at the current team now. There's a lot of similarities. It's kind of eerie to a certain extent. And I feel that even with all the injuries, I still think that the Dolphins can beat anybody, but they have to prove it and they have to game plan. And they have to show defenses something different. They also have to show offenses something different. Because if they keep doing the same thing over and over again, it's not going to work. It's called redundance. And I know Mike McDaniel's a really great coach, but sometimes he kind of looks like a dumb. So, it is what it is. But about the game against the Bills, I think that this is going to be probably the most physical, most violent, and most hard-hitting game that I have seen, that the Dolphins, I think, are going to play ever. I'm not saying it's going to be the one, but it's going to be definitely up there with some of the other ones. I mean, when you look at Miami, hasn't won the division since 2008. Miami hasn't won this division since and hasn't had a record of more than 11 wins, and who knows how long. But yet, if we lose, we're still in the playoffs, but then we are the 6th seed, and then we have to go on the road and play a really tough team. You might have heard of them, the Kansas City Chiefs. So hopefully we can beat the Bills, so that way we don't have to get embarrassed on the road. But I think that it's going to be a sellout crowd. I think Miami fans are going to really pack that stadium. And I think that Miami is going to want it more. And I'm going to tell, I've been wrong before, and and I'm a fan. I could be right, I could be wrong, but that's the nice part about being a fan. Sometimes you can think something, and sometimes you can think something, and sometimes you can be right, and sometimes you can be wrong. That's perfectly natural. But it's really hard to do that consistently. And football is so unpredictable, and that's what makes football so intriguing and interesting to me. Like, we watch it for fun, we watch it for entertainment, and when fans get carried away with stuff, it kind of ruins it for other fans, Criticism is always going to be around, guys. That's the bottom line. There's always going to be people that are going to say, oh, well, your team can't do that, or, oh, well, your team can't do this. Or, oh, our team is better than your team. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is when the ball is snapped for the first time, when that whistle's blown for the first time, and when that final whistle blows, the only thing that matters is the outcome of that game. Because after the outcome of that game, once that's done, you move on. Even if you're eliminated from the playoffs, even if you're not in the playoffs. It's not the end of the world. I admit sometimes I get a little carried away when I watch Dolphins games, and believe me, I don't get a lot in this area because I'm from Iowa and I live in Iowa, and we don't get a lot of Dolphins games. But I got fortunate because I got to see 3 Dolphins games in a row this year in the market. Well, it will be 3 in a row after this Sunday because I'll see the Sunday night game because that's national televised. But I saw the Baltimore game, I saw the Dallas game, and like I said, I'm not going to really talk about the Baltimore game. But yeah, so and I'm gonna talk about some other stuff here. So I just want to add really quick that it's okay to be upset about results. At the end of the day, results are results. It's how you respond the next time that makes it better. But yeah, so I think that adversity builds the team, and I think adversity can also be detrimental to a team. You just kind of have to find that middle ground with it. But I think adversity is what builds a true championship contender, and I think the Dolphins have dealt with a lot of adversity, especially within these last couple of years. You know, if they make it to the Super Bowl this year and they win it, I'll be happy, but if they don't, you know, as long as they win a playoff game, I'll take that as a consolation, you know. But I've been a Dolphins fan for, I can't even remember how long now. And the reason why I became a Dolphins fan was for two reasons. One time I was watching a game between the Packers and the Dolphins, and I was watching the Dolphins play, and they looked really, really, really good. And they beat Green Bay, and that was like in 2010. I was a little bit of a Dolphins fan before that, but I was never like officially a Dolphins fan before that. But that was when I became a fan. Was in that game, and then the other reason I became a fan is because my favorite animal is the dolphin. So those were the two main reasons why I became a Miami Dolphins fan. You know, I just I think it's hard sometimes to fully understand what it takes to be a fan and to appreciate a team without, you know, other people rooting it. So, but I, to, you know, I'm getting really excited. I'm getting stoked. Um, there's really not much to talk about the matchup. But if everybody was healthy, there would be. But I'm gonna give a quick score prediction. But uh, I think Miami will find a way to win, and I think it'll be close. But I think we'll win it. I'm gonna say 21-20. I think is gonna be the realistic score. And I've got the Dolphins blanket out. Gonna shake it all about. You know what that means, guys? We got a big game Sunday, and I hope we knock it right out of the park and beat the Bills. But like I said, regardless of what happens, guys, just be happy for this team. You know, we're good for like the first time in who knows how many years. So just be glad for what you have, you know. And we have a great coach. We've got a coach that I think genuinely cares about his players, and we've got a coach that wants to be a difference maker in the NFL, and he really cares about the Dolphins team. So, I really don't have anything else to say, except for go Dolphins, fins up. Okay, everyone. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, let's roll the slideshow, shall we?